I'm Jim Gardner at the Democratic National Convention in Atlanta. The first session less than 2 hours away, but of greater importance here today, efforts at reconciliation between Michael Dukakis and Jesse Jackson.
3 children have been shot in southwest Philadelphia, and there are unconfirmed reports that one of them may be dead. Residents in West Philadelphia say, "I told you so," after a fatal fire 3 blocks from a fire station the city had shut down. An independent counsel report says Attorney General Ed Meese probably broke the law. Tonight, the question is why charges were not filed.
I'm Rick Williams in New York City, where the cast of One Life to Live gets together to celebrate 2 decades of daytime drama.
Dave Roberts will have AccuWeather, Scott Palmer Sports, coming up on the early edition of Action News. Next. Well, there is lots more ahead on the early edition of Action News. 20 years ago, the country watched as the Democratic Convention was punctuated by riots in the streets of Chicago. Tonight, Mark Howard begins a special report on the summer of '68.
Will Steve come out of his coma? Will Max give in to Gabrielle? And what about Tina? Will she marry the fake Beau while the real Beau is locked up in a dungeon? One Life to Live celebrates 20 years of soap opera suspense. I'm Rick Williams in New York City with the story.
Those stories and much more when Action News continues. There was a big celebration in New York over the weekend. ABC and the cast of the popular show One Life to Live celebrated that soap's 20th anniversary. Action News reporter Rick Williams was there and has this special report.
I never loved you. It was your own little fantasy.
Are you asking me to marry you?
Yes, I am. But you have to keep this our little secret.
Why is it whenever I see Tina, I feel like I've walked in on the middle of a movie?
It's not a movie, but a daytime television drama, as the ABC soap opera One Life to Live celebrates 20 years on the air. 2 decades of imagination, innovation, and intrigue.
Quiet, please. Pull out. You.
It's 10 a.m. on the One Life to Live set in New York City. The cast of 30 actors and actresses, along with 160 behind-the-scenes players, are planning the camera shots for the taping that'll take place later in the afternoon.
And 3. And 2.
Many of the performers have been with One Life almost since the show started. Michael Storm began playing Dr. Larry Wallach 19 years ago. Marilyn Criss joined the cast as Wanda Webb 16 years ago. And Erica Slezak debuted as Vicki Buchanan 17 years ago.
Great tie.
Thank you.
Fabulous tie.
Slezak gives as many compliments as she receives. She credits the show's producers and writers with keeping One Life to Live lively. Slezak's portrayal of Vicki has earned her 2 Daytime Emmys and a nomination for a 3rd.
Well, if you mistreat him in any way, you'll find yourself answering to me. I try very hard to make her real, human, with a sense of humor. But in spite of it all, she does what she deep down always believes is right.
To celebrate 20 years of soap opera success, One Life to Live threw a huge party here at Tavern on the Green in Central Park. Many of the stars reflected on the past with an eye towards the future.
Well, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think we've found a formula, and I see no reason why I can't go on. I shudder to think that I'd be here 20 years from now, but, you know, I shudder to think of that 20 years ago.
The party was a who's who of the famous fictional Llanview residents. Phil Carey, also known as Asa Buchanan, was there. So was James DePava, who plays Max Holden on the show, and his TV brother, Steve, who in real life is Russ Anderson. And of course, there's the character that every One Life watcher loves to hate, Tina Roberts. In real life, Andrea Evans.
How closely do you identify with your character?
If I did, do you really think I'd tell you?
Agnes Nixon created the show. She lives in Bryn Mawr. And actor Mark Arnolds is also a Bryn Mawr native. He plays the part of Rob Cornall.
I like it, the fact that it's, you know, set near Philadelphia, so it's like, you know, it's exciting. I mean, why wouldn't it be?
Daytime television viewers apparently share that excitement, making One Life to Live one of the most watched soaps in America. But this wasn't a night to try and figure out the 20 years of success, just a time to enjoy it. Rick Williams, Channel 6, Action News, New York City.